it is said that God will only give you that which you can handle.
Yeah.
Regardless of how difficult you might think it is, God knows that you can go through it, and that all you need to do is believe and hope and trust that all will be well. So, yeah.
Indeed. To be intentional. To be intentional about our worship, about our appreciation, I think is a necessary thing. Kabisa. Thanks, Awar. Good morning to you. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. And apparently you were talking, but it was on another mic, so I guess now you're okay.
Okay, now on unscare.
Thanks, Awar.
Okay.
I was blind to that.
Everything that I said.
We heard you.
Yes.
We just didn't hear you as clear as we're hearing you now.
Okay.
And on that note, we take a moment to say good morning to Awar, and I hope you're doing well.
Kabisa.
Did you sleep well this weekend? I cannot see you. See, even wave to the crowd or say something. So that we... Abbas.
Yeah.
And even Joylene is there. We can see you. Good morning, madam. Very
morning.
well. Good morning. Now, there's some people...
Flavia.
Abbas.
There's
Flavia, good morning.
And there is... Hey.
Wow. Okay. That's what Monday looks like. But the thing is, we're starting and we're grateful opportunities to do so. It's already the 2nd of February. This is February is showing.
Nyokabi.
Okay,
Yes.
Flavia and Nyokabi, good morning to
good
you
morning.
guys. Keeping things moving there. Is it who refused to come and take us picture? Who was it? Flavia refused to come and take us picture, Abby. Now we'll out you to the world. We'll tell them that you don't like us. Explain your absence. Now we're outed you on national, regional, and international radio.
Exactly.
Tell us and explain to us why you did not come and take us picture. It's not good, this kind of behavior. We don't like it early in the morning. But we'll see how we can move as the day continues, Abby. All right.
Abby.
It's 6:15. A very good morning to you. This is the Situation Room. It's Kenya's biggest conversation. Dennis Tola Seto.
Ay, yo, Rudia, please repeat. Oh, that slaps different. Yo.
I know things.
Hey, yo. Yeah.
Dennis Tola Seto is here this morning. Introco here with you as we're getting into conversations that we'll be having today. Hope everybody did have a good weekend, and maybe the temperatures are cooling just a little bit because it was a hot January.
Yep.
It's already the 2nd of February. February is telling January, I'm not your mate. Oh, can you see I've already reached the 2nd? We're speeding, and we're getting through it real quick. Happy new month. It's the first show of February, the Situation Room for the first time this month, and we're speeding, getting through it. And we'll talk about a number of things today as we get into the conversation. Thank you for being here this morning. And in case you're wondering, yes, indeed, our live streams are up on YouTube, Facebook, and on X. And very good morning to our audience on KTN as we get into things today. Thank you for joining us and being in the room with us. As we do, let me tell you some of the things that we'll be talking about today, even as you plug in. Sawa.
Yes.
We're going to start off a conversation usually as we do at 7 o'clock. And at that time, we will then have a conversation literally around issues having to do with executive pressure and judicial independence. When there's pressure from the executive to have certain things done, whether it's overt or subtle or sublime, you will see that. The judiciary is saying, you know what? We are an arm of government. We are not Cinderella. The child, the judiciary is not Cinderella. The child that
we have both shoes.
Or the one that was, put in the cellar by the evil stepmother. No. We're all on the same playing field here, and we say certain things because we see that there is need for certain kind of guidance in society. But when we look at executive pressure versus judicial independence, what do we actually see, and what should we actually be seeing? Demas Kiprono is the executive director of the ICJ, and that's the International Kiriko of Jurists. International Center. I beg, Awar, help my life this morning. Let me not look like I'm stupid. ICJ, Kiniko is meaning what? Anyway, you'll tell me later. But jury, something judiciary. We are there together somehow. All right. So we'll have that conversation at 7 o'clock. Then at 8 o'clock, Joachim Simiyu is the Secretary General of the Safina Party. Campaign governance, I believe, is what we're looking at. Leaders live... champagne governance. Actually, the champagne.
Champagne.
Don't Perignon and such. Hey, Sawa.
It's a Monday.
Hey, jamani. Sawa, we understand. Leaders live large, taxpayers suffer. In case, indeed, they do. And you need often ask yourself, how far?
Some reality.
Reality, striking, and it's heavy. And these are some of the things that we're going to be talking about today. So that's the conversation we'll have at 8 o'clock. Kenya is the second in Africa for human trafficking.
Yes.
After Libya.
Yes.
And it's a big deal because that damning report came out last week, Friday.
Yep.
It came out on Thursday, actually. We reported about it on Friday and had conversations around this. But this is a big deal. We want to be able to uncover this a little bit and say, okay, when we talk about human trafficking, what exactly are we talking about?
Yeah.
How does Kenya become second in Africa? What exactly is going on? And where are these people being taken to?
True.
We know that Eastern Europe is a big deal when it comes to trafficking in terms of the receiver. But let's find out who exactly this is and what exactly is going on. Let's get some insights into that and what exactly it means. Nkatha Mugao is the executive director of Frolics of Hope Africa. She's going to be joined by Mutuku Nguli, who was here a couple of days ago. He's the Counter Human Trafficking Trust East Africa. He's a member of this trust, and they will join us together with a survivor of trafficking. You'll get to know her in a bit when we talk with her later. For now, she'll tell us her story in terms of exactly what happened and how people actually get hold of individuals, whether it's just adults, whether it's children. We're going to go deep into this at 9 o'clock. It's going to be one that we want to be able to understand a little bit more about that. So it's not her, it's him. He'll talk to us with these two others at 9 a.m. Those are the conversations that we have in place today. Thank you, ready for plugging in. Let us talk about these things together, gain some insight, learn a little bit more. There's never a day when you cannot learn, and let's all do that together, even as we have this conversation this morning. So karibuni sana, and thank you, ready for joining us at 21 minutes past 6 o'clock. I want to know what Dennis Aseto is taking us this week.
Today we're in Gaborone.
Gaborone.
The land of Aibo.
Aibo.
Yes, we're in southern Africa, part of the continent. And we are in a country that has the world's largest elephant population. You're talking about 130,000 elephants, Nearly 40% of its land is a national park. That's how much they love their animals. And it boasts of a high growth economy driven by diamond and mining. Right? Now, Okavango Delta is the world's largest inland delta and is located here, often referred to as one of the 7 natural wonders of Africa.
It's beautiful.
Okavango is beautiful.
I've been there and it's...
Slaps different.
Kabisa. Botswana is just it's beautiful country.
But let's go to the proverb.
All right.
Even if it's a cripple, it can still be able to stand.
I'm sorry, what?
Even if it's a cripple, it can still be able to stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Dream electrolysis.
Okay. Well, so since it's 6:23, let me go with this interpretation.
Okay.
Sure, that you may look at something and assume that it's dead for all intents and purposes, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't have any life in it left. I remember my mom is a horticulturalist as well, and there was this particular plant, and she had tried and tried. It just looked like it was dead completely for all intents and purposes. Its stalk had withered, everything was dead, and she just kept saying, you know what, just water this thing, just make sure that the soil around it is okay, and just leave it. And true to form, a couple of weeks later, we saw a sprout, green, and the thing actually now is one of the biggest bushes in our garden. And so it can still come back to life. We can damn something to garbage, but there's still life in it. Even if it cannot walk at that moment, or if it cannot walk, at least there's life in it to make it stand.
Yes. I agree with you.
Thank you.
It can't stand.
Yeah.
So I look at, let me give you a personal example. Yeah. So a few weeks ago, Mama went for surgery, right? So
Yeah.
during the December holidays, she tore her tendon and she couldn't really lift her hand,
Yeah.
So she was just on a sling throughout.
Yeah.
But last month she went for that procedure. It was repaired. And as we speak right now, she can do things she naturally
imagine.
couldn't do.
Yeah.
So if you just read at that and like it was broken, but there was room
There was
for
life
repair,
in it.
and there was life in it.
Yeah.
Once it was fixed, she was back. And very many other things that can be fixed.
Yeah, plus also we shouldn't be able. I think I've been guilty of this as well. Sometimes you dismiss somebody or something because of its inability in the moment to deliver. And I normally say, okay, yeah, this is absolutely useless. Forget about it. It cannot do anything, or this person cannot do anything for me. And then I realize, hang on a minute. Maybe we shouldn't be too quick to judge about somebody, or someone, or something in a particular situation. And if they're showing that they're able, or they're showing that they're more willing than able, then you can actually see that something can come out of it.
Yeah. Beautiful proverb.
Indeed. Very
Beautiful.
beautiful. People of Botswana are up to something. And that's great. Okay, so everybody's in the room this morning. Yes. Good morning. And Karibuni Sana, thank you already for tuning in this morning. Look, we are still looking for Mama Amani, I don't understand what's going on. Our 3-year-old listener of the Situation Room, you woke us up. She woke you up one morning to listen. And then now you have hidden her from us.
How to?
It's okay. But we'll find you. And we'll put out a petition.
Or Amani will find us.
Or Amani will find
Choose
us.
one.
You decide. Which one do you want it to be? Which one do you want it to be?
Hashtag bring back Amani.
Hashtag bring back Amani. We don't understand this kind of wahala. Bring back our girl Abek. It's okay? It's okay. All right. Welcome to Monday, everybody. And Karibuni Sana as you get into the room today. Yes, our live streams are up. If you're commenting, that means you're on the live stream. It doesn't work any other way. So thank you for being able to do that. And those of you who are silently listening as you're getting to work, Karibu. Let's have these conversations together. Let's enter into this discourse. And sometime, perhaps in the next course of a few days, somebody can tell us who killed Alberto Duang. And somebody can tell us who killed Brian Odhiambo. And somebody can also tell us what happened to Stephen Muriuki, whose mother is still looking for him since 2024. We're going to ask these questions because, we're into another month and nobody's telling us anything yet.
Where is Brian?
Who killed Albert?
Yes.
Where is Muriuki? Where are those others who still cannot be found till today?
Yes.
The person who shot Rex, who is where, what's going on?
We appreciate you want to compensate, but as well, we demand justice.
Absolutely. Compensation must go hand in hand with justice. It's like a peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's conjoined twins.
Yeah. Come on. Let's just be real about some things. And far be it from us not to remind you about something. You think we've forgotten?
No.
We've not forgotten.
We are here.
Yeah.
Kenya's home.
Absolutely.
And Kenya is our business.
We're here.
Kabisa.
We're not forgetting about it. So even as we say good morning to you, let's all be remembering those things, eh?
Yes.
Okay. Robert Obogo says good morning. Tuned in from Mombasa. Happy Monday. And happy Monday to you, brother. Good to have you in the room. Thank you so much for joining every morning as you do. Don Sabo Ndu, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. I'm assuming that you're also asking Aseto how he is. I'm just going to pass on those greetings. Did we just spend millions of shillings traveling around, flying around? Na grade 10 watoto hawajaenda shule?
We said it was 380 million.
340 million.
340 million, yes. Yes, we did. Yes, we have.
There's your answer.
And we're still budgeting for more.
Okay. Bado we are flying.
Bado, aje. Si chopa ziko. Hapa Wilson tu hapa.
No biggie.
No biggie. Na pesa ya wananchi iko tutatumia.
They keep bado
wanafanya nini? We can bring we can bring supplementary budget. There's IMF, there is World Bank. We can also borrow locally.
Yeah.
Also 11 billion from Shah can just disappear. So
then we can sell another company.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's called divestiture.
James Kamau na wasalimia bwana. Calm down. Calm down. Hey, good morning, Situation Room. Getting you loud and clear here in Forney in Texas. I'm still trying to understand how Nairobi County spends 10 billion on garbage collection per year. This is James Kamau. We're also wondering, they spend 10 billion on garbage collection that they don't collect the garbage.
Yet you have mountains named after people. It's okay.
Anyway. Leo says, good morning. The figure that regarded tribal or not, corrupt or not, but the figures he's realizing for Northeastern are disheartening versus the development versus what's happening today. The man is not letting up. And you know what? He's pointing out some truths.
True.
that people in the community are resonating with. I doubt that you would pay people to come out and say we don't have water when they actually have water, that we have development when they actually don't. I doubt that people then because we did hear people over the weekend come out and say, actually, you know what, we have been suffering these things for years. Just that somebody from outside our community has come out to say it, and we also are saying, apana, atuna.
On my journey to Tana River, I still remember children are supposed to be at school. They are not.
Yeah.
They are on the roads selling camel milk. They're selling a liter at 100 shillings. I gave a certain woman, together with her children, I bought one a liter going for 100. I gave her 1,000 shillings.
Yeah.
She broke down.
Yeah.
Why? Because that would be able to push her for several days.
Imagine.
And her children would get to go to school for those few days.
It's crazy.
1,000 shilling. It's Kenya, Tana River, here.
Yeah.
Here.
A very good, my very, very good Ben Rateng, traveling just in December to the northern part of the country, and of course on his work corporate, visiting some of their branches out there. And on his way back, they find people on the street. They don't want money. Do you know what they want? Water.
It happens actually.
They want water. As in, he's saying, we don't just give us water. It's unbelievable, but that's what's happening. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Because I remember because Walter had been there before, Walter, our driver, and he said, because you're going there, let's just buy water to give children on the road. And as we were going, we could stop and just give them water.
That's what they want.
That's all they want.
It's in Kenya, guys.
Yeah,
we're not talking about another country. Yes, yeah. So Leo, you're right, absolutely. Raimtula Omar says good morning. Mandamano loading. Wapi? Wewe. Christina says good morning. I'm listening in from Rongo's, Georgia. Demo, good morning to you. Abera Bethwell says good morning from Ganze in Kilifi County. Ndu and Dennis, yes. Did the president condemn the church attacks as he doesn't know, as though he doesn't know what had happened? He did. He condemned the attack.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
He was not there, so he doesn't know.
Yeah, why are you asking him? See, he's not the IG. He doesn't investigate.
Let me ask you something.
Yes, ask me.
Since Sunday, they've been saying, hurry up and investigate, prosecute. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're on another Monday again. These people that are hurrying up to prosecute, where are they hurrying from?
Ndu.
Outer space?
What do you expect? We take people to court before finishing investigation and ask the court, please give us some more time to conclude investigation. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, the investigations are only fast when it's members of parliament who've been murdered and...
I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
Okay. How's Thika Road? Any matatus blocking? Blocking who? What's going on? Murugi, Melissa, what's happening? What are you talking about?
Matatus threatened to...
They're going on strike today. What happened to them? Who annoyed them?
Because border riders torched a bus.
Okay.
So they're on the streets. Literally, not driving, but they're parked.
Okay, so they're
actually
blocking.
Experienced the same. Naivasha Road today, matatus were very, very few.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Mashara and Jeru, by the way, on that says that good morning, Ndu and Seto. Border borders have turned into a menace in the cities in Kenya, but the government only paying politics from Pacific Northwest. Good morning to you. This is true. Border borders think they can do whatever they want.
Whatever they want, yeah.
And that you just follow them.
No, you gotta call them out.
Annoying,
you know.
Actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so Melissa, now I understand your question. Apparently, they're parked in some areas. I know Rio, brother from Radio Maisha this morning, had a bit of an issue getting in, so he's probably still on the road this morning.
Yeah.
So maybe he can give us an update also when he comes in. Eric Owar says, good morning, guys. Good morning to you. Bernardo Gamba says, good morning. Another week full of politics. To spice up the show, let Asiko be asking your guest. Who is Asiko? Not sure who that is. Anything about the country where the problems come from. He does that, actually. But I think you're talking about Aseto.
Yeah.
All right.
Asiko baptized. Good morning.
Isaac Ale says, good morning, Ndwana Seto. Today has already got plans for you, and they're not all good. Why? But don't worry, with a little common sense, strong coffee, and the good Lord's patience, we'll get through it. Amen. Joy says, good morning. Good morning to you, sister. Kags Joy is tuned in. Bamburi Mwisho, the usual PP ya matatu za Kongoea Soko. Ferry na Kasahuni Docks. It's on Kamakawa. Indeed.
Bango.
Gotta love Mombasa town, for sure. Jose Mahinga says, good morning, tune in. It's a happy new month. Good morning and a new month to you. Indeed, may it be a good one. Rose Grace says, good morning. Happy new month. Happy new week. Good job you're doing. Tuned in from Minara. Thank you so much, my sister, for tuning in every morning as you do. Simon Kibiro is tuned in. Ndwana Seto, happy Monday. Last Friday's conversation, Olang, Agara, and Osido, it was hot. not more of the same, please. It was a fantastic
It was
conversation.
beautiful.
And it left us with something to do. My hope is that we're all continuing
Yes.
with that thing that we need to do. We'll do it again and again and again and again
And again.
and again. We will. For sure. It's necessary that we leave with solutions and that we actually go and implement them in our lives.
True.
Cheryl Lakoff says, good morning. It's a new week, praying for God's mercy, grace, and favor. Indeed and amen. And Nyakundi Emmanuel says, happy new month. Ndu and Dennis, may our Almighty protect us all. And let me ask, does Mandera really have a governor or a dealer? That's a good question. You know what?
People voted for a governor that I know.
When I grew up, when I was growing up.
Yes. We're still growing up.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh? Did that all happen? I knew at 7 years old, I knew that I wanted to work either in the Nigerian diplomatic space, or I wanted to work in the United Nations because I am inherently a pacifist, and I knew that from the time that I was young. And so that meant that the things that I said, I wanted to always maintain peace. And I said, if it will cost my peace, then I'm not interested. I'm not interested. But I've realized, you know what? Some things cannot be put under the carpet. We cannot be quiet about some things because quiet now brings about a situation that is the absence of peace. That there are people who have been given money for 13 years and that you cannot see the fruits of development. You cannot keep quiet about it because you want to maintain camaraderie, or you want to not ruffle feathers. Ruffle the feathers, kill the beast,
don't even
slaughter
ruffle
the chicken.
Feathers, pluck them while still alive.
Pluck the thing. It is wrong. It is wrong. And that doesn't mean that because you're quiet, you're being respectful. No. Call it out.
Silence that does not mean peace.
Absolutely. And I've taught myself, I've learned a lesson that you can't keep quiet about certain things. Ellis Van Jerry says, good morning from Howie Sticker Road. Apparently, matatus are blocking the road. Yes, Rahim Tula Omar says, we want Amani. Please bring our Amani back for us. We are not accepting anything otherwise. Good choice of a country. Okay. Good morning, Indu and Dennis. Happy new month. I'm optimistic. Mwezi Utajipa. Jennifer Atenyi, good morning, my sister. Good to have you in the room. A lot of people were mugging others yesterday. What's going on? Emily Osenaga says, good morning. A busy weekend it was. Love month is here with us. Okay, those people who are loving themselves, this is your month there. Well done. Well done. Nicola says, good morning. Good morning to you. And also then getting in to say a very good morning to Daniel Munjuma says good morning from Ruaka. And Kara Njoguna is also saying, hi family, good morning to you. Moscow now, good morning Spice. Despite Matatu Kugoma, with a heavy heart this morning, my pastor has gone to be with the Lord. May he rest in eternal peace. Lieutenant Colonel Mizinga, indeed, may he rest in peace and may his soul find eternal rest. David Mangara says, good morning, Ndonaseto. Have Mathris affected Ngomo? Yes, they have. They have affected it.
Yes.
Happy New Month, says Kimiak. Good morning, Njona Seto, Vancouver, Washington, locked. Alafu garbage nai to Zoyama. No, this is the thing. That you do not Zoya that. Are we progressing? Well, it would be interesting. Jennifer Tenny says, happy to hear you mention Ben Rateng. That's one of my bosses. Allah. Now we know where you work, Jennifer.
Yeah.
We know where you work, Jennifer. And we shall continue. I'll tell you one day the story of our connection. Dancy Lagat says, good morning. Kip Kellyon is listening. Sabal Harry says, Rogers lie. Good morning to you. And Kiaria Peter, hello. Decide today how serious you are about your future and act accordingly. Your habits will always expose your level of commitment. So raise your standards and enforce them without negotiation. Thank you, brother. And we end our greetings on that because let me tell you, this year I've already procrastinated for 31 days over a certain issue. Dennis, if I don't do it this month, beat me. I'll tell you later.
Behind the tent.
Good morning, everybody. Karibuni sana usijali. Those the ones will figure it out. But for sure, Peter, you're right. We gotta get. If you want to do it, do it.
Do it.
You need to sit down behind the computer for a couple of hours. You need to go see somebody. You need to pick up the phone. You need to get something done. Do it. Now's
I
the
did
time.
something over the weekend. I'll show you. Yes.
I'm waiting to see. After 10 o'clock, 10:01, you're gonna wear bumper to
Bumper.
Right. Let's take a look into the headlines. The stories making the headlines. Kenya's bold newspaper, The Standard. Well, excuse me. I am not in a position of rage baiting.
No.
I don't do it. But The Standard newspaper the headlines today might get your knickers in a little bit of a twist. You might get a beat in your bonnet, but let me just read the headline for you. The grand cover-up. Police bosses are playing PR games, refusing to name officers caught on CCTV and hiding them behind unnamed administrators as brutality keeps repeating. From Nandi Hills pool hall beatings to church raids, the pattern is familiar. Now, Senator Samson Chirage accuses Inspector General Douglas Kanja of shielding some rogue officers and dismisses disciplinary moves as a stunt. Kevin Maseri's killing in Kitengela drives the point home. Shot outside a pub, he died as his friend fights for his life. With IPOA probing and promises piling up, Kenyans are left asking, who will finally be held to account? Last week on Monday, we had a conversation, and people were wondering, where is this conversation from? Well, here it is.
Yeah, it is.
Here it is. Because we asked the question, what's going on with police?
Yeah.
Sophie was here, Kaunda was here, and the thing was, guys, there is something going on that nobody is being put to account anymore. And this was just a day after that nonsense happened in Witima. Guys, people are being killed. You have an authority that is sitting just saying we are probing and we are
investigating
and we're investigating and we are doing
no
one
stones
thing,
shall be left unturned.
Story. One thing, we are doing it. We are calling them. We are coming. We are checking with a magnifying glass. We'll find everything. Story. People are still dying.
Ndu.
Yes.
You see the story that happened in Nandi. You see these individuals who are after by the police in that pool hall, right?
Yeah.
It's so easy for all police officers from that jurisdiction to be put on a line and ask these individuals to just identify them because they saw them.
Come on.
I am not a police officer, but I can think.
You can see. No, you don't. You see. You don't even have to think, my brother. All you have to do is open your eye and you can see.
It was this guy who roughed me up.
End of story.
Simple.
Allah. What are we talking about?
These individuals who went to ACK, that church, they came from somewhere. That police vehicle had a plate. We can trace where that plate came from. We know from the rota who was driving it.
Dennis Okari told us all the time. In the police service, it is a chain of command and order. Nobody does anything without hearing an order. If you're going to a particular operation, somebody has sent you. You don't just wake up in your own volition and say, today I'm bored. Let me go to ACK Witima and shoot down the place. No, there's an order. It comes from somewhere. If it doesn't, then you are rogue.
Yes.
And in that case, something must be done. Do you see? So it's potato. It's the same thing. You act on order and you act stupidly, somebody gave the order.
Yes.
If you didn't act on order, then you're rogue.
You're rogue.
And we have to deal with
and there is disciplinary action.
Very good.
According to the police book.
I'm actually happy that Senator Samson Chirage today or was it yesterday, thinking now with his head turned in this direction. Because what are you trying to tell us?
Yeah.
Who are these officers? How are they operating without the chain of command? So you at the top, you have a problem? Okay, we need to look into it. Now, I told you I'm not in the business of rage baiting, but the next headline will probably take you there. Okay. 19.8 billion shillings is needed to avert the collapse of maternity and primary health care in Kenyan health facilities. This is according to your CS for Health, Aiden Dwale.
Teacher.
There's the ministry, not anybody else. Not you, not me, not Standard Group, not the United Nations. The vanguard of health services in the country has said there's a looming what? There's a looming crisis. And they need about 20 billion shillings to be able to sort that out. Why won't these people listen to me, I beg? I don't understand why they will not listen to me. Kenyan women speak out on torture and neglect in Saudi prisons. Allah. There are Kenyan women in Saudi prisons. Hunger strikes. Kenyan women returning from Saudi Arabia recount illegal detention, beatings, racial abuse, and medical neglect. Okay. Meanwhile, do you know who the governor of West Pokot County is? His name is Simon Kachapin. He has a wage bill of 3 billion shillings. How much is their money every month? How much is their money every year? Counties. Your wage bill is 3 billion.
3 billion.
How? Okay. How much is your money that you're using 3 billion to pay people?
How much are you collecting?
I beg, these people should not. Anyway, he's being asked to explain how rogue police officers are deliberately evading justice, and there's a tensions rise as Ruto's Mount Kenya region allies rock the boat. And there's a picture of Kikuyu MP and Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah. One can guess what can actually be the conversation. The president has been accused of orchestrating a violent church attack in Othaya. The attack endangered women and children and brought his lieutenants under scrutiny. And it goes on and on. Questions about what might be happening there. There are cows strewn, they're dead, they're dying. Northern Kenya, hunger keeps biting as billions remain missing. Billions of shillings remain missing. Road crash kills 2 teachers and 13 still in hospital. This is a sad one. This was a sad one to see. Now, the president has...
Yeah, just go on, man.
Yani,
Okay.
the president has pledged... President Ruto pledges 200 billion shillings in the Nairobi upgrade plan. Collect the garbage first. Seriously. Collect the garbage. Just let's start there at least. I don't know where he has pledged it from, but yes.
If the president called some of us for a candid meeting, you'd realize all that we need to do in this city is a vitu kidogo sana. You get, first of all, are roads being used as should? Why do we have traffic? Can we improve and put traffic management system, traffic lights that are AI controlled? You know, we have a control room that is working. Can we at least ensure that borders use the motorcycle lane? Can we ensure that no one is having businesses on footpaths? Very little things. Can we ensure that we collect garbage?
That thing that they built that caused us traffic for months, that thing, as you get off Uhuru Highway coming from Mombasa Road, you're heading, I don't even know which direction it's going. Is it going towards Uhuru Highway? Is it going towards
that underpass thing? Yeah.
Is it for people to walk?
Yes.
So where were they? All that thing that they built is just for you to walk from where to where? Where are you?
So if you're leaving Haile Selassie going upwards towards Ngong Road, so you just pass. You don't go over the road. You go under. It's an underpass. So basically, it's just a huge metropolis underneath. Yes.
Is it working now?
So it's just a zebra crossing, but chini ya maji.
Hiyo pesa yote mlizima kufanya zebra crossing ya chini. All right. No price. Good is good is good. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
So, okay. 200 billion shillings.
200 billion is the money we will get when we divest Safaricom.
Yeah. Ni sawa. Okay, I'm just interesting. Now, you see how when you use your mouth, para.
Yes.
And then you don't have a brain to mouth filter. Ask one General Muhoozi Kainerugaba.
Yes.
He is the son of one President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. He is also general in the army. Is he not the head of the Uganda Defense Forces?
Yes.
Whatever the case may be. He's been tweeting, just opening his mouth anyhow. He thinks that he's just going to tell Larry Mado, and Larry will just keep quiet. In this case, now he tweeted about the Americans. America said, excuse me, is there a fly in my ear? And this fly happens to be a country called Uganda. Who are these? That's how they now made a statement.
Small boy called
small somebody here talking in a landlocked country somewhere in East Africa. America said, excuse me, I need to understand what's going on here. And we're going to have a conversation, Uganda, because if this is the case, then perhaps our partnerships cannot continue in the fashion in which they were originally designed to. Quickly. Oga said, hey, America, please, I'm very sorry. I've deleted the tweets. I'm not talking like that again. They said, yeah, well, sorry, a little bit too late. We're going to have a conversation anyway.
I'm sorry, but we're the ones who own Twitter.
We own Twitter.
We own Twitter. So even if you delete it, we can still see it. Do you want us to print it for you?
Yeah. So such things, what we're looking at. Everybody's complaining that they don't have money. IBC said they don't have 22 billion. So that could threaten the 2027 poll. They should ask, Ruto has 200 billion for Nairobi. They should borrow some 30 billion from them. Then you can continue with Nairobi later. Pathways without lanes. Senior school transition face challenges. I don't even want to look in that story right now because I'm frustrated. Please, can we look at the nation?
So let's go to the Daily Nation. And it's all about grand cover-up, impunity. A week after the violent attack on former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua at a church in Othaya, there are still no arrests, and the government has signaled it has no intention of going after the planners of the violence. By shifting the investigation from the DCI to IPOA, officials have narrowed the organized crime to a police misconduct probe, which means the politicians and goons blamed for the chaos have been let off the hook.
Yes, now.
Yes, so now we are investigating police and not the alleged planners and plotters, as many would call them. As President warns against politics in church. So President William Ruto breaks his silence on violence during church services, warning politicians against retrogressive politics and chaos in places of worship. Where was he giving this statement? Clap your hands. In a church, in a place of worship.
Yeah.
The more things change, the more they do what?
They remain the same.
They remain the same. And we have how Ruto used Uhuru script on KU land saga. So here Professor Paul Wainaina had survived long enough to usher in the new administration of President William Ruto that promptly reinstated him. But as he soon discovered, the more things change, the more they remain the same. Now, deals, trips, and in August 2019, a man died in an American prison. But this wasn't any man. It was Jeffrey Edward Epstein, a financier who made a name and a fortune from managing the wealth of various rich individuals. I just saw something, and President Trump has been mentioned on being friends with Epstein as well. I don't know what that means to the people of America, but sisi tunafanya nini? Tunaangalia too. Decline of public schools puts future of learners at stake. Over the past 3 decades, there has been a significant shift from public to private schools as more parents lose confidence in the state-run institutions. That right there, Ndu, is an indictment to the government of Kenya with regard to the quality of education it's giving to its children, the future of the country. You know, if Kenyans do not trust in public education, what does that communicate to the government? Opposition trashes Ruto chances. The opposition has flagged governance failures, electoral manipulation fears. So that is the leaders who are on a campaign trail from United Opposition. And Osotsi, ODM is now being run from State House. You see that ODM that was once in the opposition, now in broad-based government. Osotsi, who is the deputy party leader of ODM, says Ichama yetu is being run from where? From State House.
Okay. I think it was interesting that the president was in Kisumu at Kondele and was saying ODM. I was wondering, okay, this can confuse people. I saw the clips even while I was away. Yeah. And I thought, okay, this is interesting.
ODM. Tuko tayari.
Who is where? Okay.
Muko tayari.
Whiplash.
Hey, mambo imegeuka. But remember, President William Ruto is one of the founding leaders of ODM, so I would not be surprised. Funding gap puts polls' credibility at risk, so they say they need how many? 22 billion? Else elections itakuwa na shida come 2027. Do with that information what you may, but questions would be to the chairperson. Fine, hamna pesa. Have you taken that to the agencies that ought to give you money, and what have they said? Then come tell us what has been said. Okay. Come tell us what has been said, then we can act on what has been said as Kenyans.
Okay.
Yes. I think that's what I have on the Daily Nation.
All right.
Angalia star.
Haraka kabla tukuje kwa story nyingine.
Yes.
85% of Nairobi houses in danger of collapsing. Woi.
85%.
Sisi tuko wapi sahi? Second floor.
Hey.
Hebu tushuke chini.
Hey. Turudi shago.
Anything that you build now must be on the ground floor. Okay, there's no space.
85%.
85%. If you have 10 houses, 8 of them and maybe half.
8.5.
have a problem. This is a court. Experts are blaming high demand for housing and poor workmanship. High demand for housing. I wouldn't blame the high demand for housing. I would blame the poor workmanship, because people want to hurry, and they want to build things that are not worth the land that they stand on. And what we see is problems. Lives of city residents in danger amid blame games. Just look at that. That's crazy. This is it. A 5-story building that collapsed, killing 2 people in Ruaka in Kiambu County in 2022. Look at that.
That they know 85% of houses are at a risk of collapsing. What are they doing about it?
People should, we don't understand. People should be in jail.
Yeah.
Because people died. Property worth millions of shillings then goes up in smoke or crumbling, literally. And then we sit here and then we toy with the idea of, and we need to see what we can do about it. Who's the engineer on ground?
No.
Tell me one building, one. I want to know one building collapse that has happened. And
someone's in jail.
Who, where? And then we sit here, we give these numbers. Oh, it just sounds so traumatic on a Monday morning. Then we hear 85% of buildings in the city are actually at risk of collapse. And we're like, okay, that's a great headline. And then?
Because by the time they're saying 85% of buildings, they know what buildings. Question is, what are you doing with that information, man? That information should just end at giving that information to the public.
Who is this person? I would assume that the people who give approvals for these buildings are people who understand the contractual work of construction. At the very basic level, they would understand. And that they see these documents and they say, yes, this is what you must go with. If we don't see that you're following the guidelines, then we do not allow you to construct. But the almighty shilling has taken place of conscience. The almighty shilling is what is calling the day. So anybody can go and do any kind of nonsense, and then people die, and then we pay a little bit more money, and then we sweep it under the carpet. People die. Property worth millions. How many buildings? Look at it. Okay. Precious talent in 2022. Children died. Till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you know we don't know who's going to be held culpable till tomorrow? We don't know. They told us at that time that they were good, but I can't forget it. October 31st, that we should have had a report of the state of schools and their infrastructure in the country till tomorrow. We don't have it. And then here we are, faffing about issues.
Singapore.
I beg you. People should not disturb me. Don't, in fact, like the way Stella Agara says, that country that people want to call that you say you want to go to, just leave me alone. If you cannot deal with things like this, 85% of your buildings are at risk and you say you want to go where? Stay at home, Ojare. Stay at home. Where are you going?
You're asking for 200 billion shillings to upgrade a city whose 85% of houses are at risk of going down. So what do you want to upgrade?
I beg you, people should ask. Narok family mourns firstborn son after KDF training death. He was still training. He had not fought yet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he passed. This Singapore, I don't even want to mention the name. Then you can't. See, I'm sorry. I don't want to sin against the Lord this early in the morning. No. Meanwhile, the private sector is doing good. EABL's NSC share bullish on impressive H1 results. We're looking at some good money, up 9%, up 35%, up 2%. It's to show, if you ask me, a perfect example of how the private sector is actually what runs economies. The business of government is to ensure that there is a conducive environment through which these private companies can actually make it happen.
True.
So what do you need to do? You need to make credit accessible. You need to make the licensure and the infrastructure of business actually malleable so that people can
taxation regime.
Absolutely. That you need to have easy access for investors. You need to make sure that your tax regime is actually not punitive, but that it is progressive. These are the things that we are talking about. But you know it. Yeah. What are you gonna do about it?
Advisors. Usiende huko. Pita tu. But they're illegal. By the way, have they been fired?
The court says they should leave the office and they should not be paid. January salary earlier at 26.
Yeah.
They should not have.
But if they've been in office illegally all through, they should return all that money to the public.
David Ndii said, okay, so I'm going to return the money, but I've been consulting for government. So I'm going to charge you $1,500 a day, which is the tax rate, which is the World Bank rate. And if I've done it for 3 years, essentially what you owe me is $975,000. Donge, which one are you going to pay?
See, now, that is your problem with the person who hired you. You get, the courts have told us you are illegal. Get out of office and go home. Hizo vitu zingine zote, go back to the court and explain that to the court, then come charge the person who hired you.
Then it's watu wakikuona wanaweza wewe ni gentleman easy lakini sasa unaambia mtu get out.
You see 2026 tuambiane ukweli. Court imesema you are illegal, right? There's someone who hired you. The person who hired you is the one who's supposed to pay you, not the people of Kenya. According to us,
come and be going.
You being in that office is illegal.
Just come and be going. You're making just go now.
Kizungu mingi $1,500, $900. Bwana pelekea your employer, not us.
Just be going, I beg. We're not doing again. Thank you is enough. Thank you. We're not doing
$1,500.
As you're as you're talking. Edwala said he needs 19.8 billion. Let me go through the story really quick because we've got 1 minute.
Yes.
The Ministry of Health has warned of a looming crisis in the delivery of free primary healthcare and maternity services as it seeks an urgent exchequer release of 5.9 billion to clear pending claims under the Primary Healthcare Fund. Tower. In addition, the ministry is requesting 11.9 billion in a supplementary budget to cover a projected deficit in the PHC services up to June 2026, alongside 2.04 billion shillings to support the maternity package. Health Cabinet Secretary Aiden Dwale warns that failure to close the funding gap would threaten the lives of mothers and newborns. Okay. So, let me tell you something. If you embarked on a campaign, a media campaign, a communications campaign, where you spent maybe not even a 50th of that money that you want, right? And let everybody know that if they paid 20 shillings, if you let 10 million people pay 20 shillings every month for the next 12 months towards this kitty, today, Eden Dwala, you would have some money. That's all I'm saying. And it seems like a no-brainer to me. Somebody should listen. Come, is it that this microphone is not working?
It is.
Okay, it's working. So they heard me, Abby?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. In March 2024, the World Bank announced that $215 million, approximately 32 billion shillings funding package to bolster primary healthcare services in Kenya would be disbursed. So total amount, 215 million. Funding sources, 160 million from International Development Association, $40 million from the IDA window. All these monies went to the Ministry of Health. Question is, what exactly do you want? Including monies that you collect from Kenyans.
I beg, see, it's 7 o'clock. You people should not be angry. We're coming back later. Bye.
That is Google, not me.
The latest news from around the world. 94.4 Spice FM. This is The Situation Room. The only way to start your day.